Hey, this is the two list reviews of today, and the first one is from, what was it? Was it from, I forget, I forget. Chris. This is from Chris. He sent me his list for British, which is an AVRE list he sent me, which is kind of cool because I just got myself an AVRE. I won one at the Dutch Nationals, so I'm going to build and field one at some point, which is an insane tank, right? It's huge, it's very expensive, but at some point I'm going to try it just for fun. Not at a tournament, by the way, because it's not worth it. But let's go and see what it is that Chris is doing with that. So this is Chris's 13 organized, 999 points. British reinforced platoon with an AVRE. So he brings second lieutenant regular. It doesn't need to be regular. If you're buying a single man, one regular man is not very survivable. You might as well buy him inexperienced and save the points for something else. Veteran infantry, 8 man. Ooh, that's a lot of points on just something that skirmishes. I think if you're going to buy an AVRE, then you might as well save the points that you can. Make these regulars, and you can keep them 8 man, but save the points, because they're just skirmishes. They don't hit any worse for being regulars. Free forward artillery observer, yes. Another veteran infantry squad, I would make that regular as well. A commando section, commandos are nice. Expensive, but they're also hard hitting, right? 8 submachine guns, tough fighters behind enemy lines, good skirmishes, and good push units as well. Rapid fire, though, doesn't benefit your commandos, doesn't benefit your tank, doesn't benefit anything but your riflemen. So I would take Vengeance, I think. Yeah. A flamethrower team that needs a car, a Piat team that also needs a car. 25 pounder, lovely gun with a spotter. Yep. Horse-drawn limber, jeep, truck. So the commandos can actually go in the truck with the flamethrower if they need to, or the Piat. And the other Piat or flamethrower can be transported in a jeep. Lovely. And then the Churchill AVRE. Look at the AVRE here. 290 points for Churchill AVRE. Is it worth it? No. Is it good? Yes. It's 10 plus. It's slow, but it's a petard mortar. So it's a that what was it that rule does? It's down here somewhere. Let's just check it out. Petard mortar, petard mortar. There we go. It cannot fire at long range. Right. Okay. We don't really care about it because you can fire 36 inches, right, with a heavy howitzer. That is pretty insane still. It is going to have to move up a little bit, but sit that in the center of the board and just go punk. And a heavy howitzer, that's a 4-inch template. D6 pins. Whatever it hits is going to die. And it's very, very hard to kill a 10 plus tank. Is it worth it? No. Is it going to be fun? Abso-freaking-lutely. So, yeah. I would still cut down a little bit on some of the other things that I've talked about here, Chris, just because. And I think I would still take Vengeance because that might benefit your Churchill, which is going to get pinned. If the enemy knows his salt, he's going to try and pin it, because every turn you're not shooting is a turn you're wasting 300 points. So I think Vengeance is better for you. You don't have the amount of rifles that you need anyway. Right. Lovely list. Thank you. The second list is from Tony, whom I've featured before on this channel. And he is sending me a Jugger format list. Now, the Jugger format has special rules that you can buy extra units into your selector using what they call slot points. So I'm guessing we'll see a second platoon full of other stuff that he's buying for the slot points because he's built it in Easy Army. 17 ordered Soviets, 999 points. Junior Lieutenant, inexperienced. NKVD, whoa, that is a large unit. Green, Rifleman, 12 unit, inexperienced. I like this, especially if you have something nearby that can help you boost that green roll. Full strength also means that you're pretty likely to outflank these guys. And 12 men coming in from the outflank with rifles, that is not nothing. I've seen that run very successfully at tournaments. Student officer squad, again, a large man unit, 11 men, inexperienced, fanatics, and green. Not worth it, I think, but fun. Very fun. And you can throw them into close combat and just watch them kill stuff. 2 of these. And a cavalry squad. I think the cavalry needs to be 1 or 2 extra guys. 5 cavalrymen are not going to be massively useful. They are an objective grabber, I know. They're just there to run onto objectives last turn, basically. But I think you could be a little more useful if you had a few extra men. Go on hunting small teams. With 5 men, you can't really hunt small teams and expect to survive all the time. But with 6 or 7, you can. So that's why I would buy extra men. The free rifle squad, of course, that's a lot of inexperienced dudes in this list. Do you think they might need a commissar somewhere? I think they might need a commissar. Inexperienced medium mortar, flamethrower team, regular, anti-tank team, regular. 3 anti-tank teams. I would buy some dog mines here. The anti-tank rifles are okay-ish, but dog mines are just way more useful. And with the Jugger pack, you are going to see lists that have multiple tanks or armored vehicles. So dog mines are just better. Yes, I know they might hit your own troops. That's how it crumbles. A light howitzer, regular. I don't think it necessarily needs to be regular because you're not going to shoot directly most of the time. Your own guys are going to get in the way because you have hordes of inexperienced dudes. So it can just as well be inexperienced and just sit on the back line and shoot. A Stuart light tank with all the trimmings, recce and LMGs, and a gas jeep for the flamethrower. Now, what else does he buy? He buys an extra howitzer regular. Again, I think this could be cut down. And an extra howitzer medium. Again, I think it could be cut down. Wow, this is a horde with leaf blower elements. I love that. I really love that. But I think you cut them down and then go mortars instead, maybe, which would be even cheaper. And do just as well, because most of the time your artillery is not going to be able to fire directly. Right. Tony, thank you so much for the list, and good luck to you as well. Everyone tuning in, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.